You guys can hear me?
Yes, Coach, you got me?
Yeah, apologize for being late. Just New York traffic still exists even during a pandemic.
All right, we will start with James Ham.
Hey, Luke, how are you this afternoon?
Good, James. You?
Good. Just where are we at with Harrison? Do we have any prognosis for him tonight? And just where is the spirit of your team outside of that?
Yeah, I mean, look, our guys are, they want to start winning again. They tasted it, and we're in a tough stretch right now. With Harrison, we are hopeful. He feels better, but he's got, he's going to get out there on the court again pregame and do his an aggressive workout, and we'll know after that. But we're hopeful to get him back, which would kind of be getting through the back end of, knock on wood, the back end of this injury plague that we've been hit with over the last week or so. So, yeah, we're hopeful. We'll find out soon.
Marshall Harris.
Hey, Luke. Glad you made it through the traffic. Can you confirm that you guys have told Glenn Robinson III he'll be waived before that partially guaranteed deal becomes fully guaranteed tomorrow, and just what kind of goes with that thought process of him not being with the team anymore?
Yeah, that's not my understanding of what is going on. I've been told that it's personal matters, and when it comes to personal matters, I don't really pry. You know what I mean? Like, I'm very big on us being close and open, but I also respect everybody and what people are going through, and this is tough times, and I know we're very blessed to do what we do, but from my understanding, it's been personal reasons, and that's why he's not with our team.
Sean Cunningham.
Hey, Luke. You guys just obviously had Brooklyn not too long ago. Is there any benefit of seeing a team with this type of firepower and the way that they're playing so recently and getting them again all the way on the other side of the country?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call it a benefit when you're trying to come off of a losing streak to go up against probably the hottest team in the NBA that has 3 MVP guys on their team, even if they're not all playing. It's a great opportunity for our group as far as we've played against them. We've seen what it's like. Can we grow from that? Can we learn from that? Most importantly, can we play a much better game on the defensive end? And those are all things that we have to keep getting better at. And when we were winning games, we were doing those at a pretty high level, and that's dropped off with the losses. And we have to understand that win or lose, like, we have to keep playing with the same type of way. And so it'll be a good opportunity, but I don't know if it's a good thing.
We'll go to Mark Jones. You're unmuted. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Luke, just curious, you mentioned it a little bit. 2 things for me. You'd mentioned alluded to the spirit of the team. Usually road trips allow guys to kind of bond and get together and amass a little bit of chemistry. Have you guys had any kind of team bonding things, any kind of get-togethers? I know in this COVID day and age, it's difficult. And 2, just going against Brooklyn with a kind of small lineup, Jeff Green at the 5.
Yeah, it's way more challenging for sure this year. But we, last night we were able to rent out, the restaurant within the hotel that we're staying at for just the team. So it even though it was still just our group of people, it did feel a little different. It was nice. Guys were able to get out of their rooms and socialize, and it was a good night for our group, from training staff to coaches to players. But that's the first time we've been able to do something like that this season.
Wow.
But that was nice. So what was the second?
The second one, just going against Brooklyn, what kind of unique challenge is that? They start Jeff Green at the 5, and
I mean, it's changed. The superstars that they have create. For years we've been game planning everything for just one of them, and now there's like multiple. They start with a high split last game with Kyrie and James, and so it starts with just really being locked in to not to trying to get them out of their rhythm. because when they play in a rhythm, they're just too good. There's nothing you can do. And we did a poor job of that when we played him a few weeks ago. I mean, you look at Kyrie and how efficient he was, and James had a big night, and then everyone else on the team, the role players got going as well because they were in that rhythm most of the night. Hopefully they don't hit 27 threes again. Like, I think that's probably just a little bit of bad luck on that part of it. But for the most part, we have to do a much better job of trying to get them out of their rhythm. Otherwise, it's just too much shooting and too much talent over there to try to outscore that team.
Marshall Harris.
Hey, Luke, just depending on if Harrison plays or not, how do you see Daquan Jeffries' role maybe growing this game in the future, and then what compared to what you've seen from him of late, especially in a matchup like this where, I mean, everybody's going to be able to score that's on the floor for Brooklyn?
Yeah, I mean, it's good for him. Ideally for him, you're on this path. You kind of get a start off. You're trying to make the NBA. You get a start off going against second unit guys. But you get thrown in the fire. It's a quick way of learning too. I talked about it last night. His matchups pretty much all night were Middleton and Giannis. I mean, that's not easy for anyone, let alone somebody that's just kind of trying to break into the league. So it'll be a good experience for him tonight. And if whether Harrison plays or not, we'll see him out there on the court.
Sean Cunningham.
Yeah, Luke, I just wanted to follow up a little bit about a comment you made after the Milwaukee game about De'Aaron and kind of creating that environment to help him kind of get going again. Can you kind of maybe shed a little light on just kind of what that looks like?
Yeah, we need our spacing. We need to get, we need to be setting, there's things we can do as a team, and then there's things that the player needs to do from an individual standpoint. But where we can constantly help them is to create that space, to keep our deep corners filled, to run into our screens. When they go under, no hesitation, flip the screen to bring them back the other direction. So, those are the type of things I'm talking about, what we can do. I think from a strategy standpoint, from a culture standpoint, I think he knows how much we believe in him and how much we count on him. So from there, I think it's pretty, it's where it needs to be. It's from a strategic standpoint, it's us giving him that proper spacing so he can, use his elite skill set.
Jason Anderson.
Hi, Luke. Good to see you, sir. What do you make of the way Buddy's playing and some of the consistency issues with his shot? I mean, there will be nights where he gets it going, but he's definitely been inconsistent with that and had some struggles. Yeah,
I mean, we rely on Buddy's 3-point shooting heavily. We need it. So we sit down and talk about what we think are the good ones and the ones where the ball should move on. And whether he's hot or struggling, like we need that 3-point shooting. So I want him, and that he believes in himself like that too. So it's not like I have to convince him, but we need him taking those threes when he's open, whether they're in transition, off pin downs. It's a part of what allows going back to creating that space for other players such as De'Aaron. It's a big part of us trying to win games.